Hello all, this is M. Sandeep Kumar and I welcome you back to my YouTube channel Concepts of IIT Maths. This is the fifth video in the chapter of trigonometric ratios, and this today's topic is very important because we are going to discuss about trigonometric ratios of allied angles. Already we have discussed what are allied angles. So once again we will see what are allied angles and then we will see how to find the trigonometric ratios of allied angles. So by the end of the video you must be able to find what is sine of 180 minus theta, or what is cos of n pi by 2 plus theta, or you must be able to find what is cos of n pi by 2 minus theta, secant of 23 pi by 3, tan of minus 1110 degrees, cosecant of 330 degrees, sine of 2n pi plus or minus theta. You must be able to find the answers for all these questions by the end of this video. Okay, so fine, let us get into the topic. Let us see how to find the trigonometric ratios of allied angles, and before that once again let us revise what are allied angles. So we have seen that angles A comma B are called as allied angles if and only if either A plus B is multiple of pi by 2 or A minus B is multiple of pi by 2. Either this should happen or that should happen. Example, we have seen that 70 degrees and 20 degrees. These two are allied angles because the sum of them 70 plus 20 is 90, because 70 degrees plus 20 degrees is equal to 90 degrees. And at the same time 70 degrees and 160 degrees are also allied angles. Why? Because the sum is 230 degrees. It is not a multiple of 90, but the difference 160 degrees minus 70 degrees is 90 degrees, because the difference in this case is 90 degrees, odd multiple of 90 or multiple of 90. So therefore these two angles are allied angles. So in general, I already discussed who are allied angles. In general, any two angles among the following angles are allied angles, or let it be plus or minus theta, 90 degrees plus or minus theta, 180 degrees plus or minus theta, and then 270 degrees plus or minus theta, 360 degrees plus or minus theta, and so on. You can pick any two among them, they are allied angles. Now let us find the trigonometric ratios of allied angles. Let us find the trigonometric ratios of allied angles. So before that you should know that, you should remember this. In coordinate axis, so this is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant, x-axis, y-axis, x dash, y dash, origin. So in this is the quadrant angles. Let us mark the quadrant angles: 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, 360 degrees, and you can continue marking it. And I already told you that in first quadrant we have 90 minus theta and at the same time theta. These two angles are the first quadrant angles. I have already discussed this concept in the third video, allied angles, coterminal angles, etc. You can check it once. Why 90 minus theta and theta are first quadrant angles, I have discussed it there. Have a look at it. Next, from here if we go forward, you will get 180 minus theta, 90 plus theta, 90 plus theta, and from 180 degrees if I go back, 180 minus theta. So 90 plus theta and 180 minus theta are angles in second quadrant. Next, here is 180 degrees. So if I go forward, 180 degrees plus theta, and this is 270 degrees. If I come back, it is 270 degrees minus theta. Next, this is 270 degrees, and if I go forward, 270 degrees plus theta, and from 360 degrees if I come back, 360 degrees minus theta. So 270 plus theta and 360 minus theta are the angles in fourth quadrant. Next, again 360 degrees if I go forward, it is 360 plus theta. So, and we can continue like this. One more thing, dear students, initially at 0 degrees if I go forward, I took plus theta and I kept it in first quadrant. What if I come back? From 0 degrees, if I come back, 0 minus theta. Even we have minus theta, an angle minus theta which is present in fourth quadrant. Remember this, minus theta is also present in fourth quadrant. So these angles are non-quadrant angles, which are allied angles. These are present in first quadrant, these are present in second quadrant, these are in third quadrant, and these are in fourth quadrant. Keep this in mind. Now let us start with the trigonometric ratios of 90 minus theta. Okay, so initially the 6 trigonometric ratios are sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, then cosec theta, sec theta, cot theta. Okay, first the trigonometric ratios of 90 minus theta, next 90 plus theta, and then 180 minus theta. First we will discuss trigonometric ratios of these three allied angles, and after that we will discuss about the remaining. Observe, dear students, one thing you should remember, consider any trigonometric ratio, okay, of n times 90 degrees plus or minus theta. Okay, sine of n times 90 degrees plus or minus theta. Listen carefully. It can be sine of, it can be cos of, it can be tan of, whatever. If n is odd, that means what? If it is odd multiple of 90 degrees plus or minus theta, if n is odd, then sine becomes cos. So therefore here the result will be, it can be plus or it can be minus depending on which quadrant this angle lies. Okay, it can be plus or it can be minus, but sine becomes cos theta. So keep this in mind. Sine becomes cos. Similarly, cos becomes, if n is odd. So please fix this. If n is odd, cos of n times 90 degrees plus or minus theta, where n is odd means cos becomes sine. So plus or minus sine theta. I will talk. We will take plus sign or minus sign depending on the quadrant in which this angle lies. Okay, na? So next, similarly, tan of n times 90 degrees plus or minus theta. If n is odd, tan becomes, with plus or minus symbol, cot theta. Tan becomes cot theta. And similarly, cot becomes tan theta with plus or minus sign. And so secant becomes cosecant and cosecant becomes secant. Secant becomes cosecant and cosecant becomes secant. So secant n times 90 degrees plus or minus theta means the result will be cosecant theta. So secant n times 90 degrees plus or minus theta, where n is odd, then it will be plus or minus cosecant theta. Similarly, cosecant n times 90 degrees plus or minus theta means where n is odd, then cosecant will become secant theta. So therefore, dear students, to make it simple, if n is odd, if n is odd, okay, sine becomes cos and cos becomes sine. Tan becomes cot and cot becomes tan. Sec becomes cosec and cosec becomes sec. Keep this in mind when n is odd. So here it is one time 90 degrees means one time 90 degrees only, na? N is odd. Correct or not? N is odd. So sine should become cos. Cos should become sine. Tan should become cot. Cosec should become sec. Like that. Let us convert. Okay, na? So keep this in mind. This happens when n is odd. Now my question is, what if n is even? What if n is even? Then there is no change. Sine will remain sine only. Cos will remain cos. Tan will remain tan. Cot will remain cot. Sec will remain sec. And cosec will remain cosec. Okay, now then there will be no change. There is no change if n is even, and there is a change. Sine becomes cos and cos becomes sine if n is odd. Tan becomes cot and cot becomes tan if n is odd. Sec becomes cosec and cosec becomes sec if n is odd. So if this is odd multiple of 90, then there will be a change, and if it is even multiple of 90, then there will not be any change. Now, since it is odd multiple of 90, 1 into 90, 1 is an odd number, sin theta becomes cos theta becomes sin theta, tan theta becomes cot theta, cosec theta becomes sec theta becomes cosec theta, and cot theta becomes tan theta according to this conversion. Okay, now, moreover, 90 minus theta is a first quadrant angle. In first quadrant angle, according to all silver tea cups, according to all silver tea cups, all means all trigonometric ratios are positive in first quadrant. Correct or not? All trigonometric ratios are positive in first quadrant. So how to understand this table now? What is the meaning of this table? What is the meaning of this table? It means that sine of 90 minus theta is equal to plus cos theta. This is how you have to understand. Next, cos of 90 minus theta is equal to plus sin theta. Tan of 90 minus theta is equal to plus cot theta. Similarly, you can write cosecant of 90 minus theta is plus secant theta. Secant of 90 minus theta is plus cosecant theta. Cot of 90 minus theta is plus tan theta. So this is how you have to understand. Next, let us see how to find sine of 90 plus theta. Now let us see how to find sine of 90 plus theta, cos of 90 plus theta, tan of 90 plus theta, etc. So we are supposed to find sine of 90 plus theta, cos of 90 plus theta, tan of 90 plus theta, and remaining. First, let us talk about the sine. 90 plus theta is an angle in which quadrant? It is a allied angle in which quadrant? Second quadrant. 90. This is 90 degrees. Plus means we will go forward, minus means we will come backward. Okay, na? 90 degrees plus means 90 plus theta is in second quadrant. Dear students, in second quadrant, which trigonometric ratios are positive? Already we have discussed about this in our previous videos. So which trigonometric ratios are positive in second quadrant? Silver means sin theta and its reciprocal cosec theta. Only these two are positive. So sin theta will be positive in second quadrant, and its reciprocal cosec theta will be positive in second quadrant, and the remaining four trigonometric ratios, cos theta, tan theta, sec theta, and cot theta, these are negative. Next, you have to ask yourself, will sine becomes cos or will it remain as it is? Do we have a change or do we have no change? Let us see here. Now again 90 degrees. 90 means 190 is there. 190 is there. Odd multiple of 90. Where n is a odd number. Odd multiple of 90. Since 90 degrees is odd multiple of 90, sin theta becomes cos theta. Cos theta becomes sin theta. Tan theta becomes cot theta. Cosec theta becomes sec theta. Sec theta becomes cosec theta. Cot theta becomes tan theta. There will be a change. Already I told you, sin becomes cos, cos becomes sin. Tan becomes cot, cot becomes tan. Sec becomes cosec, cosec becomes sec. So we have decided the signs. How did we decide that signs? Because 90 plus theta is an angle in second quadrant, and in second quadrant only sin theta and its reciprocal cosec theta are positive. Sin theta is positive, its reciprocal cosec theta is positive. The remaining four trigonometric ratios are negative. Next, it is odd multiple of 90, so there is a change. So how do we understand this? So 90 plus theta is an angle in second quadrant. So 90 plus theta is an angle in second quadrant. Sin is positive there. Next, 90 odd multiple of 90. So sin becomes cos. There is a change. Same way. This is an angle in second quadrant. Cos is negative, tan is also negative. 90, 190 is there, odd multiple of 90. So there is a change. Cos becomes sin and tan becomes cos theta. So therefore, sin of 90 plus theta is plus cos theta. Cos of 90 plus theta is minus sin theta. Tan of 90 plus theta is minus cot theta. So this is how you can understand this. Okay, now it's easy to find the trigonometric ratios of 180 minus theta. So once again, dear students, 180 minus theta is present in which quadrant? 180 minus theta is an angle in second quadrant. Again, in second quadrant, who are positive? Sin theta is positive and its reciprocal cosec theta is positive. The remaining trigonometric ratios are negative. Next, 180 degrees is 290, sir. It is an even multiple of 90. So n value is 2 here. N is even number, even multiple of 90. So for odd multiples of 90, sin becomes cos, cos becomes sin, and so on. There will be a change. But for even multiples of 90, 2 is even number, na? 180 degrees is a even multiple of 90. There will not be any change. There is no change. That means sin theta remains sin theta. Cos theta remains cos theta. Tan theta remains tan theta. Cosec theta remains cosec theta. Sec theta remains sec theta. And cot theta remains cot theta. So how do we understand this? How do we understand this? Sin of 180 minus theta, or cos of 180 minus theta, or tan of 180 minus theta, and so on. Okay, na? So first of all, 180 minus theta is an angle present in second quadrant. 180 minus theta is an angle present in second quadrant. Sin is positive. The remaining two trigonometric ratios are negative. 180 is an even multiple of 90. So sin remains sin, cos remains cos, and tan remains tan. So sin of 180 minus theta will be plus sin theta. Cos of 180 minus theta will be minus cos theta. Tan of 180 minus theta will be minus tan theta, and so on. So this is about trigonometric ratios of 90 minus theta, 90 plus theta, and 180 minus theta. Next, let us see trigonometric ratios about 180 plus theta, 270 minus theta, 270 plus theta. So here we are with trigonometric ratios of 180 plus theta, 270 minus theta, and 270 plus theta. Talking about 180 plus theta, 180 degrees, plus means going forward. So we are in third quadrant. In third quadrant, which trigonometric ratios are positive? T means tan and cot, correct or not? So tan theta and cot theta are positive in third quadrant. So 180 plus theta is an angle in third quadrant. In third quadrant, tan theta is positive and cot theta is positive. And the remaining four trigonometric ratios are negative. The remaining four trigonometric ratios are negative. Next, do we have a change or no change? Let us see. So 180 is a even multiple of 90. 290, sir. 180 is a even multiple of 90. So sin remains sin theta. There is no change because 180 degrees is a even multiple of 90. Cos theta remains cos theta. Tan theta remains tan theta. Cosec theta remains cosec theta. Sec remains sec and cot remains cot. How do we understand this? So 180 plus theta is an angle in third quadrant. So in third quadrant only tan is positive here. The remaining are negative. 180 is a even multiple of 90. So sin remains sin, cos remains cos, tan remains tan. Therefore, dear students, sin of 180 plus theta is minus sin theta. Cos of 180 plus theta is minus cos theta. Tan of 180 plus theta is plus tan theta. Why these two are negative and why this is positive? I hope you got a clarity. And why in this case sin remains sin and why in the previous cases sin becomes cos? I hope you got clarity. If that is the case, you can pause the video and you can complete these two. Okay. And after you complete, continue with the video and check whether your answers are correct or not. So 270 degrees minus theta is an angle in third quadrant. So again in third quadrant, tan theta is positive and cot theta is positive. The remaining trigonometric ratios are negative. 270 degrees is 390, sir. 390, sir. So n value is 3. 390, sir. N is odd. So 270 degrees is odd multiple of 90. If 270 degrees is odd multiple of 90, then there is a change. That means sin theta becomes cos theta. Cos theta becomes sin theta. Tan theta becomes cot theta. Cosec theta becomes sec theta. Sec theta becomes cosec theta. And cot theta becomes tan theta. There is a change because 270 degrees is a odd multiple of 90 degrees. How do we understand this? For example, we have cosecant 270 degrees minus theta. So 270 minus theta is an angle in third quadrant, and cosecant theta is negative in third quadrant because only tan theta and cot theta are positive in third quadrant. Only cosec theta will be negative there, so minus sign. 270 degrees is an odd multiple of 90, so cosec theta will become sec theta. So this is how you can understand it, right? Now next 270 plus theta. So 270 degrees, we are here, plus means we will go forward. So 270 degrees is an angle in fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant cups, that means cos theta and its reciprocal sec theta are positive. So 270 degrees plus theta, 270 plus theta is an angle in fourth quadrant. Cos theta is positive and its reciprocal sec theta is positive. The remaining trigonometric ratios are negative. Next 270 degrees, 390 is an odd multiple of 90. So we have a change. So sin theta becomes cos theta, and cos theta becomes sin theta. Tan theta becomes cot theta, and cosec theta becomes sec theta. Sec theta becomes cosec theta, and cot theta becomes tan theta. Which means, for example, we have secant of 270 degrees plus theta. As we know that 270 plus theta is an angle in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, secant is positive because cos is also positive. And 270 is an odd multiple of 90. 390s are. So therefore, secant will become cosecant theta. So therefore, secant of 270 plus theta is plus cosecant theta. This is how you can understand. Okay. Now let us see the trigonometric ratios of 360 minus theta, 360 plus theta, and also minus theta. Here let me quickly complete this because most of you have understood, almost all has understood. So how to convert this? Now 360 minus theta is an angle in fourth quadrant. Angle in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cos theta is positive, sec theta is positive, and the remaining trigonometric ratios are negative. 360 degrees is 490, sir. Even multiple of 90. Even multiple of 90. So for even multiples of 90, there is no change. Sin remains sin theta, cos remains cos theta, tan remains tan theta, cosec remains cosec theta, sec remains sec theta, cot remains cot theta. How do we understand this? For example, cos of 360 degrees minus theta means 360 minus theta is an angle in fourth quadrant. Cos is positive in fourth quadrant, and 360 degrees is 490s are. It is an even multiple of 90, so cos remains cos. So this is how we can understand it. Next 360 plus theta. 360 plus theta means we are back to first quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. And at the same time 360 degrees is 490s are even multiple of 90, so there is no change. So sin remains sin, cos remains cos, tan remains tan, cosec remains cosec, sec remains sec, cot remains cot. That means what? Any trigonometric ratio of 360 plus theta is same as itself. That means what? Sin of 360 plus theta will be sin theta plus sin theta. Cos of 360 plus theta plus cos theta. Tan of 360 plus theta plus tan theta. Please observe one thing. The sign did not change. Moreover, the trigonometric ratio also did not change. Sin of 360 plus theta is sin theta. Cos of 360 plus theta is cos theta. Tan of 360 plus theta is tan theta. There is no change at all. Not even in the sign. Why? Because theta and 360 degrees plus theta are coterminal angles. So trigonometric ratios of coterminal angles are equal to each other. We will discuss about this separately. Okay, now trigonometric ratios of minus theta. So we are at 0 degrees. Minus theta means you traveled clockwise and you came to fourth quadrant. Correct? So minus, okay, you are in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cups means cos theta is positive and sec theta is positive. The remaining trigonometric ratios are negative. Next, minus theta means 0 degrees minus theta. Minus theta means 0 degrees minus theta. So this is 0 times 90. You can take 0 as even number, you can take it. So even multiple of 90 degrees, even multiple of 90 degrees means, even multiple of 90 means there is no change. So that means sin theta remains sin theta, cos theta remains cos theta, tan theta remains tan theta, cosec theta remains cosec theta, and sec theta remains sec theta, cot theta remains cot theta. So what is it? This is very important, dear students. Sin of minus theta or cos of minus theta or tan of minus theta or cosecant of minus theta, secant of minus theta, then cot of minus theta. Only cos of minus theta is plus cos theta and secant of minus theta is plus secant theta. And in the remaining cases, sin of minus theta is minus sin theta, tan of minus theta is minus tan theta, cosecant of minus theta is minus cosecant theta, cot of minus theta is minus cos theta. I hope you understand why this is happening. Cos of minus theta at the, cot of minus theta at the bottom. Okay, cot of minus theta is minus cot theta. Why only cos and sec are positive and the remaining became negative means because minus theta is your angle in fourth quadrant. That is the reason why they are positive. So remember, cos of minus theta is plus cos theta, secant of minus theta is plus sec theta, and the remaining trigonometric ratios become negative. Okay, so fine. Let us discuss about trigonometric ratios of coterminal angles. Trigonometric ratios of coterminal angles. I told you that in general, what are the coterminal angles of theta means 2n pi plus or minus theta. 2n pi plus or minus theta, because if you take theta and 2n pi plus theta, the difference between them is how much? 2n pi. I'm sorry, not coterminal angles, allied angles. Theta and 2n pi plus or minus theta are allied angles. Theta and 2n pi plus theta are coterminal angles. Theta and 2n pi plus theta are coterminal angles. So why they are coterminal angles means their terminal ray coincide. For example, so here if this is theta in one round, okay, then 2 pi plus theta, okay na, 2 pi plus theta. Next, this is 2 pi and then this is 4 pi plus theta, then 6 pi plus theta, and so on. These angles share the same terminal side, correct? So therefore they are coterminal angles. So theta and 2n pi plus theta are coterminal angles. So since theta and 2n pi plus theta are coterminal angles, what about trigonometric ratios of coterminal angles means sin of 2n pi plus theta is sin theta, cos of 2n pi plus theta is cos theta, tan of 2n pi plus theta is tan theta, secant of 2n pi plus theta is sec theta, cosecant of 2n pi plus theta is cosec theta. and cot of 2n pi plus theta will be cot theta. So there is no change and even the signs remain as it is. So trigonometric ratios of the coterminal angles are equal to each other. Keep this in mind, dear students. Trigonometric ratios of coterminal angles are equal to each other. If this angle and this angle are coterminal angles, then they are equal to each other. For example, to make it clear, I already told you that if this is 30 degrees in coterminal angles concept, anti-clockwise I measured it is 30. Clockwise when I measure it was minus 330 degrees. So I told that 30 degrees comma minus 330 degrees are coterminal angles. I can say that trigonometric ratios of coterminal angles are equal. So I can say that sine of minus 330 degrees is same as sine 30 degrees. Cos of minus 330 degrees is same as cos 30 degrees. Tan of minus 330 degrees is same as tan 30 degrees and so on. The trigonometric ratios of coterminal angles are equal to each other. This is very, very important. Remember this. Trigonometric ratios of coterminal angles are equal to each other. Okay, na? Now, if someone says tan of 2 pi plus theta is equal to tan theta, what is the reason? You can apply this reason, or else 2 pi plus theta and theta are coterminal angles, they are equal to each other. Similarly, cot of 4 pi plus theta is equal to cot theta, or tan of 4 pi plus theta is tan theta, sine of 4 pi plus theta is sine theta, and so on. What is the reason? Because these two are coterminal angles, and this is in the form of 2n pi. 4 pi is a multiple of 2 pi. N times 2 pi, correct or not? N times 2 pi means multiple of 2 pi. So whenever this angle is a multiple of 2 pi, the trigonometric ratios remain as it is along with the sine. So what is the next multiple of 2 pi? For example, sine of 6 pi plus theta. It is a multiple of 2 pi, right? So it remains as it is, sine theta. Secant of 8 pi plus theta. Again it is a multiple of 2 pi, right? So it remains as it is, sec theta, and so on. So keep this in mind. These two are coterminal angles, they remain as it is. So therefore, dear students, in general, once again, any trigonometric ratio, you can take any trigonometric ratio, for example secant, if it is multiple of 2 pi plus theta, then it remains as it is. So keep this in mind. Any trigonometric ratio, you can also take cot of 2n pi plus theta, which is cot theta. It remains as it is. Okay. So next, problems based on trigonometric ratios of allied angles. That means how to find sine of 1010 degrees, or cos of minus 750 degrees, or secant of 8 pi by 2 minus 30 degrees, and so on. All this we will discuss in next video. Okay, so I hope you understood this concept of trigonometric ratios of allied angles. If you are watching the 5th video, please understand that 6th video is the continuation of 5th video, and we will upload it after this video. Okay, so once you complete this, don't forget to go with the next video where we find trigonometric ratios of these allied angles. Okay, if you understood the concept, do like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe the YouTube channel. See you all in the next class, and don't forget to comment if there is any feedback. Thank you. This is Sandeep Kumar. We will meet in the next video.